How is it going, guys? It's your boy Chrissy Boy HD here, and we're back again with another Roman Grosjean career mode, and we're here at Hungary this time out. So last race for Silverstone, we got that another win. We got our second win of the season, absolutely fantastic, and we took the lead in the drivers' standings, which was absolutely fantastic, and we're leading it from 6 points from Lewis Hamilton. So let's see if we can build on this championship lead when we go into the summer break, and let's see what we can do, and I shall see you when we start our qualifying lap here in Hungary. So we are going to start our flying lap here in Hungary, and I would like to just point out before we start this lap, well, we are starting this lap anyway, but this was my first dry running in the Lotus because the practice was full wet conditions, and just at the end there was a bit of intermediate conditions. But saying that, our first corner was quite bad, and we're down into P14, 15 in fact, but we gained a few places coming around this corner. But yeah, this was not a very good start of the qualifying lap here. But we're coming down into turn 4. This is a blind corner. You need to pick your braking point out right, and you just clip it. We run a bit wide there, but it's all good, and we're still in P7, and our target is actually P5, so they're increasing our target race by race, which is quite terrifying, to be honest. But anyway, coming through this quick chicane here, we cut that a little bit. I don't think we get too much time because we had a bad exit as we bounced over that massive sausage curb. But anyway, coming through the few sets of corners, I don't know, the downforce really seems to be working on the Lotus, and we actually gained a lot of time. We're up into P2 for a few seconds. One looked very wide there, so I did not mean that, but we actually get the fastest sector 2 time, which is really surprising to see. And we're now up into P3 now, so only about 2 more corners left. So let's see what we can do where we can start our Hungarian Grand Prix, where we'll start it. So we're coming through the final corner in P5. Can we hold off to P5? I will be very happy if we get P5. Come around the final corner now, put the power DRS open, and it's going to be P5.
It's been a good session for Red Bull today. They've been able to get both cars on the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
They're going to be unstoppable in the race tomorrow. That's if they can stay 1-2 by the end of the first corner, as there are some fast starters behind them.
So yeah, I'm very happy with P5. We're only about a 10th of Valtteri Bottas. Oh no, sorry, a 10th of Kimi Räikkönen, sorry. And we're about 4 tenths ahead of Valtteri Bottas. So that's a very solid qualifying session for us. Lewis Hamilton put it on pole, the Hungarian king. Oh man. But I shall see you when the lights turn out for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So the lights are coming on for the Hungarian Grand Prix. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's like that, and away we go, and we get a really good start for some reason. I don't know, our low end power was absolutely fantastic here, but are we coming in, we're getting sandwiched by the 2 Ferraris. I really didn't know what to do here, so we break a bit late, and we had contact with Rosberg. He goes sideways, and we are up into P2, but I think Kimi Räikkönen are still on our outside there, and yes, he is still on the outside. Will he back out? I don't think he is. He's still on the outside, but we have the inside line, so I think we can push him out, and we can get the job done, and we're up into P2. That's a fantastic start. Are we take a replay again for having a look at the start? Our start was literally, I think it's the best start all the season, and we just get sandwiched by the 2 Ferraris, and I really didn't know what to do, and I'm really sorry to Rosberg. I kind of put on the brakes, and I let out, and I tapped Rosberg, and he got sideways, and he lost a lot of position, so he's gonna hate us for that. Well, I'm sorry, I literally had nowhere to go. And Kimi Räikkönen holding it round the outside. Lewis Hamilton had a lock up there, but we still held it round there, and we got the job done. As we're gonna take a replay on board with Kimi Räikkönen here, and you can't see him in our mirrors, but you can see our front wing there just pop out of nowhere, and we got sandwiched, and we didn't know what to do, and we tapped Rosberg there. I mean, it wasn't the biggest amount of contact, but he just lost all traction there. And as we see, we're side by side with Kimi Räikkönen coming down into turn 2, and we just held it up his inside. He was on the outside. His hand of God, he throws his hand up in the air, you know, as you do. And as we cut on to the end of lap 1 going on to lap 2, we are under attack from Kimi Räikkönen now. Once again, he has no DRS as this is lap 2, but we're still under attack. One in high downforce settings, we don't really get the straight line speed as we do. I had a bit of contact with Kimi Räikkönen there. We got pushed wide onto the track here, and we just held it. We throw our hand up in the air, hand of course going up in the air, and we just gonna hold it around his inside, and that looks like to be the job done. Oh, he's still there. We have to run wide just to give him space. I didn't want contact, and now the job is done. I'm going to take a replay on board with Kimi Räikkönen once again. He doesn't have DRS, I'm sorry. And he still gets a very good straight line speed, and Yeah, he just puts it up our inside. We run wide to give him space, and look at that, so close. You can see our hand goes up. But yeah, we just try to hold it on the inside, get the racing line, and he's still there. He's still holding around the outside. It's so close racing here. We get Hungary, and he backs off there, and I didn't know he backs off. If I did know he backed off there, I would have just kept on the racing line. But I thought he was still on my inside, so I just like went wide. So DRS, he does have DRS, I can say now, but he still puts up an inside once again here, and he's still round the outside here. I mean, this is just really great racing to see, and he's still on the outside once again going into turn 2. And have we got the position done? Yes, we have, and it looks like Kimi Räikkönen dropped a few places there. I'm going to take a replay off board there. So I don't think he has DRS, but his slipstream and he's probably in rich mix would do the job for him. Yeah, he does not have DRS, and so yeah, he's in our slipstream. He pulls to the inside line. We give him room, and we're going to turn in, try to take the racing line. Give him no room to spare here. We have to run wide there to give him space. And we're still running side by side, as you can see here. But now, as we break coming into turn 2, we just... Oh, fantastic camera angle there. And yeah, we kind of squeezed him out there. And he drops behind Valtteri Bottas. So yeah, he dropped a place there. Now we're under attack for Valtteri Bottas. He does have DRS, in fact. As this is lap 4, yeah, you can see that his rear wing is open. So we seem to hold it. We have a bit of contact there with Valtteri Bottas. He's still in P3, so I don't think he lost any position or much time. So as we can see here, he just pulls to our inside with the DRS doing work here. And so we're just going to take the racing line. And he taps on side pod there. But what a fantastic save. Opposite lock for the win. And he did not lose any positions there, but he lost a bit of time. As we were under attack once again for Valtteri Bottas. Can he get the job done on us here? And no, we can't. We go to the racing line, and I think Valtteri Bottas has spun it. I think he has got caught on our side pod there, and I think he just lost the back end. So we're going to take a replay on board with Valtteri Bottas in our slipstream with his DRS open, probably in rich mix here. So he throws up our inside here, and we'll side by side, and I think he should have backed out there, and he just lost it. And yeah, that's a catastrophic thing for his race here. But as you see here, Kimi Räikkönen out of nowhere with that straight line speed, and yeah, he with the DRS open, he goes through our inside. We have to slipstream in here, and Vettel was on the outside there. But now Kimi Räikkönen has got ahead of us. He has DRS here again through the second DRS sector, and yeah, it looks like he got the job done. That was so much action there. It kind of caught me off guard. We're going to take a replay. Okay, so he gets DRS here. Sebastian Vettel's behind us. He actually gets ahead of us, so we pull in a slipstream. Now we want to get to a race line. They had a bit of contact there with Sebastian Vettel, but we seem to hold it round his outside. We're on the racing line, so obviously we're going to fly down through turn 2 here, and we're going to try to put up his inside. It didn't work. Massive lock up by us, and it looks Vettel is battling with Felipe Massa, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is here. So yeah, so as we're coming down to turn 4, which is behind, Sebastian Vettel is going to put a move on us here, and that's a stupid thing to do. He spins out. That was what, mate, you're not Lewis Hamilton. You cannot do what Lewis Hamilton did in 2014 here. But he goes up the inside, and he just taps our rear left, and yep, he spins out. So sucks for you, bro. Yeah, so we're on lap 7 coming on to lap 8, and I think lap 8 is when we're going to box for the harder tyre. The prime tyre, and Felipe Massa just get caught on us there, and he spins out. Everybody just flipping loving us right now. They just keep on hitting us today, has damaging their own race, and we get a warning for that, which is really stupid. Actually, Felipe Massa, this is not really an overtaking spot. We go wide here, but we're on the racing line. He should have backed out there. You're not alongside us, and he spins out. And we're going to take another replay off board here, and yeah, you can see he just taps our rear left, and he spins out. What do you want me to do? So lap 8 is indeed our lap for the pit stop for the prime tyre, and you see Kimi Räikkönen gets out ahead of us. So let's see what the Lotus boys can give us. It's gonna be a 3.7 second pit stop. We didn't lose any positions, so yeah, we're pretty standard, but yeah, that's a calm pit stop. But you guys might not have seen this, but Rosberg actually jumped us. He pitted like on lap 6 or lap 7. He did like a super undercut. So that's really interesting to see there. As he Rosberg got out in front of us. So now coming on to the end of lap 10 here, Kvyat is in the pits now. He's going to be coming in for the prime tyre. So we're going to get back up into P4. And there's Nazar behind us doing a great swerve for Sauber there. Yeah, we're up into P4 and we just can't catch Rosberg, I don't think. And no, we can't. Coming on to the final lap of the race, we cut out the whole second stint there. But Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, so he's going to be taking back that championship lead. And we held it in P4. It's a strong fourth position finish. We're going to get 12 points. And we're going to come round the final corner to get P4.
It's a win for Mercedes and a win for Lewis Hamilton. The British driver was the class of the field today and fully deserves his victory.
It was a fantastic performance and one that they should be very proud of. Every part of the team pulled together to achieve today's result.
There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So a very solid fourth place result for us here, and we actually lose the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton is 7 points ahead of us, and we're still third in the Constructors' Championship. So let's see. Hopefully in Spa we can get a better result, maybe even beat Hamilton and get that championship lead back. But let's see what we can do in Spa. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And as I see you for the next race, which will be in Spa. See you guys there. Peace.